Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so excited to finally be doing this tutorial. You guys have been asking me how I do my black smoky eye for ages on Instagram, so here I have finally done it for you. I show you step by step every product I use. So without further ado, if you'd like to know how to get this look, keep on watching. But before we get into the makeup today, I just want to give a quick thank you to our sponsor for this video, which is Easehold. And Easehold makes light up makeup mirrors. So Easehold has sent me their Tara makeup mirror to try for you guys and use in this tutorial, and it is $32.99 and it's called the mini rechargeable makeup mirror. And as you guys can see, this is not a mini mirror at all, at least not to me. It's as big as my head, if not a little bit bigger. So it's really handy that this is rechargeable. You don't have to plug it in, so you can take it with you wherever you go. And if you sit on the floor to do your makeup, like me because I'm lazy, you can rotate it to any angle and direction that you want. The cool thing about this mirror to me is, besides the fact that it's rechargeable, you don't need to plug it in, is that you turn it on with the touch of a finger, like so. And I just love that it has 3 different light settings, so it has natural lighting, fluorescent lighting, and what they call warm lighting. Now there's 2 buttons here on the bottom. The left one is the power button, which you just touch to turn on and off, and then the button on the right with the M is what changes it between the different modes. So this is fluorescent lighting right now, or white. This is warm. And this is natural. So I like that they have that option so you can see what it looks like under different lighting situations. Now this did not come fully assembled, it came in 2 different pieces, which are pretty much the base and the mirror itself on top here. But it's super easy as far as storage. You can just fold this flat and the base flat as well. And the other thing I love about this mirror, it will hold up to 10 hours of battery life, and it comes with a USB cable. And if you prefer an actual button, there is also a power button on the back to turn it on. And with this you also get a mini mirror which is 10x magnification, which is perfect, but I love that this is 10x, it's perfect for me, and it suction cups to the actual mirror, so whenever you light up the big one, it also lights up the small one. The other neat thing about the lighting aspect of this mirror is that if you turn it on and hold it, you can change the intensity of the light, you can dim it, make it brighter, lower, however you want. I think that's really cool. So if you guys are interested in Easehold and trying any of their other mirrors, this one included, they did give me a discount code for you guys. You can get 15% off with my coupon code, and that is Vessel of Blood. You can also find Easehold on Amazon. That coupon code is right here. I will leave both codes and the information that you guys need for the mirrors down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this video, and let's get on with the makeup. So not gonna lie, before I turned the camera on again, I was kind of just sitting here in front of the mirror using the 10x magnification, this little guy, to pick at my face. I can just never resist the temptation to get rid of any blemishes or things that I can see. We love a good extraction. But because I've been doing that while the camera was off, I now have some redness and some dryness on my skin. So before I do any makeup, I'm gonna go in with my Sua Hemp Dreams All-in-One Moisturizer. And I like doing this before any other kind of makeup on my face because it really gives the moisturizer time to sit and sink into my skin. So now that I've let the moisturizer sink into my skin, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the original shade. And I'm not going to put this on my whole eye, I'm just going to go around the edges, wherever I know I'm going to be blending my eyeshadow, so up around here. And I'm not using a lot. And then spread that around, again, not on the lid, just up towards my brow bone where I know I'm going to be blending out that black shadow later. So now we're going to go in with our base for this whole entire look, which is the Kat Von D Basket Case Eyeliner. And I love just putting this all over my lid. The only bad thing with this is that you need to blend it out fairly quickly, so have your blending brush handy. And it's definitely better to use a more stiff blending brush to blend out the outer edge of this liner. If you use a fluffy brush, it'll just be too soft to actually diffuse the edges. And I'm just going in right away to make sure that there are no harsh lines. And how far up you want to bring this liner depends on you. For me, I always tend to crease right around here, so I'm going to bring it up past that point so the eyeshadow won't crease there later on. Then once you're happy with your shape, mine is kind of like a rounded oval, just repeat that process on the other eye. And there we go, both eyes are done. And you don't have to have this exact eyeliner to get this same look. I've used liquid lipsticks, I've used gel eyeliners. It really depends on what you have and what you can make work for you. I just find that this particular formula lasts the best for me, and it will last me all day. So with this particular pencil, it looks a little patchy on my lids right now, but I'm going to go over it with some black shadow. And my absolute favorite shadow to use is Blackout by Urban Decay Cosmetics. As you can see, I've hit pan because I love this shadow so much. And now you can go in with your softer blending brush and just start around the edges. And to get the most pigment, you want to apply this in a patting motion onto your skin. And just repeat that all the way down onto your lid, right up to your lash line. You guys can already see the difference between with just the eyeliner on over here, with the eyeliner and the eyeshadow on top. It's a very nice, smooth, black, matte eye. So now we're just going to repeat that on this eye. And there we go. If you look like a raccoon, you're doing it right. Now if you guys will notice, I left some space in between my brow and the top of the eyeshadow line. This is where you're going to be using your other color. This eyeshadow look is only 2 colors. It's super easy. You just need your black, which you've already used, and a color that is close to or a little bit lighter than your skin tone. Now for me, I'm going to go into the Profusion Matte palette. This is $5 at Walmart. I love this palette, and the 2 shades I'm going to be dipping into and mixing are the shades Sugar and Discreet, which are these 2 shades right here. And I'm just going to dip into both of those and just start. I'm going to put that right in between my eyebrow and the eyeshadow that's already on my eye. And that's going to be our transition color and transition space. And you can bring that down a little bit on top of the black and just make sure the edges are nice and diffused. And don't be afraid to take your shadow all the way down here too. And if you guys will notice, I'm blending downwards into the black instead of blending upwards. And it's going to look a little messy at first, but that's perfectly fine. Now what I do to usually blend my eyeshadows, especially when I only have 2 colors, is I like to go back and forth between them. So I just put down my light neutral shade. I'm going to go back over that with my black and just very gently, with hardly any product, go up into that light transition shade. And then just kind of repeat, putting one over the other until it looks seamless and completely blended. And with the darker color, I'm blending up a little bit. And with the lighter color, I'm blending down. And for the last round of going around and blending, I'm taking a really big fluffy brush with that neutral shade on it. And I'm just going over everything lightly to make sure it's all blended together and looking seamless. So once you're happy with the tops of your eyes, we're just going to do the exact same thing for our bottom lids. Going in first with Basket Case. And I love this liner because you can also put it on your waterline and your bottom lid at the exact same time because it's so big. Blend that out before it sets. Then we're going to go in with our Urban Decay Blackout and just blend out the bottom of that and also make this extremely black. And now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to add some lashes. I'm going to be using these lashes from Dodo Lashes, and these are in the style D115. And if you guys would like to try Dodo Lashes, I do have a coupon code for you. It is Vessel of Blood, and this is an affiliate code, so every time you guys use it, I do get a little bit of money, and that really helps me out, so thank you guys. And to apply these lashes, I'm going to be using my favorite House of Lashes, the House of Lashes Dark Lash Glue. I love this stuff because it dries black and it's latex free, which is great for me because I do have more sensitive eyes. And while I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, I'm just going to go over any spots that I may have missed close to my lash line with my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner pen. And I'm putting the lash as close to my lash line as possible first with my fingers, and then I'm using my tweezers to place the rest of the lash. Oh wow, this is my first time using this pair of lashes and I'm surprised by how light they are. I like these. Now the only bad thing about this glue is that I'm seeing that it looks a little bit shiny. So I'm going to take an angled brush in my black eyeshadow and just pop some of that on top wherever I see that the glue is still shiny, because I want this to be an all matte eye look. Now we're going to move on to the face. For the face, I'm going to be using my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Porcelain and my NYX blending sponge. And I actually find that I prefer this NYX sponge to my beauty blenders. And just pump out some of my foundation onto the sponge and put it on my face. Ta-da! And I do find for this foundation that I need to set the places that crease with some powder, which include my forehead, my laugh and smile lines. So I'm just using some Il Makiage translucent powder and powdering those areas. And for my contour, I'm going to be using my Lunatic Cosmetics contour book in the volume 1. I'm going to use a mix of these 2 shades. And if you guys are ever looking for a more in-depth makeup routine, why I put my contour where I do, more tips for foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, etc., you should check out my Skillshare class. It goes over all the basic tips and tricks that I use for my foundation, my contour, blush, highlight, lashes, everything. I'll include a link to the class down below, and if you use the link, you'll get 2 months free on Skillshare. Now for my blush, I'm going to be using my Il Makiage blush in Toxic. I'm not ready to be done with Halloween, so orange all the time, please. And for highlight today, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite Wet n Wild in Moon Tears. This highlighting powder is amazing and it's super affordable. Then once your eyebrows are all done, it's time for the last step for this look, which is the lips. Now I'm going to be using my Rimmel Stay Glossy Gloss in the shade Honey. And that is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys!